So yesterday we asked a million questions, right? I hope everyone remembers all of them because I'm not going to repeat them right now. But pretty much I want to answer most of them before I leave next week, and then you go into eternal depression for 2 weeks. Okay, so the first questions we ask is, right, if the world cannot exist without Torah, how could it be that it existed without Torah? But most importantly, why did God put the mantle on top of our heads if we said Nasa Nishma? But what kind of answer is Nasa Nishma anyways, right? Is that the answer you give to someone when they offer you a business? Of course not. You ask what's in it, right? So we're going to see that Nasa Nishma, it's pretty much our vows. Not that this is a Jewish idea, but you know, when you go to a wedding and you say, do you swear to protect her through heaven and through hell? That's not what they say, right? Okay, and then you say, I do. But there is a beautiful song, and I swear. Okay, whatever. So the point is, great. Let's start from zero. We're in the main 4 questions. What is Na'aseh V'Nishma, right? What kind of answer is? Do I do without understanding? Do I have to understand, right? If we said Na'aseh V'Nishma, why did God have to force us to accept the Torah? Great, let's go from zero. Imagine a stranger comes to you and offers you a business, okay? And he says, in order to be part of this business, you have to invest $10,000. Do you ask questions, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, how many?
As many.
Lots of questions. You're Jewish. You're not letting go of 1 penny if you don't know where it's going. You understand? But now, let's say it is your friend coming to offer you a business, and he says you have to invest $10,000. Do you ask him questions? Yes. As many as you ask the stranger? No, why not? Because there's an element of what? Of trust. You know this friend, right? Which anyways, you shouldn't trust so much because when it's about money. Number 3, now let's say it is your brother that comes and offers you a business. Do you ask questions? Yes. As many as you even ask your friend? No, because you trust them even more. What about if the one that you're asking that is offering you the business is God, who loves you, who's perfect, and who only wants what's good for you? Do you ask him questions? No. Now, you could ask questions because you're curious about the business, but your involvement in it wouldn't depend on what the business is. Because if you know that if you're going to put a ticket, it's going to be jackpot, you're going to do it blindly because you know this is God, that's perfect, that loves you, and everything he does is right. As Rebecca said yesterday, God offered us the Torah right after we went out of Egypt. He did 10 plagues. He opened up for us the sea. Like we for sure knew that this was going to happen, right? And therefore, number 1, the Torah praises the Jewish people, not because they were dumb and they didn't ask what was in the Torah, but because they understood who was offering the Torah. It's God that loves you and only wants what's best for you and can guarantee, this is the most important part, that he will do the best for you. God guarantees because he's perfect, right? And the problem with the non-Jews is not that they were smart. No, it's that, hello, if it is God that is offering you that Torah, you shouldn't ask many questions. You're going to miss out on this. Now, having said this, this brings me to a very, very important point. In every single relationship that you could ever have with anyone, there are 5 ways that this relationship will go, develop, 5 ways that this relationship will work, whatever you want to call it. Let's say your mom wants you to take a medicine. Yes? There are 5 reactions you could have to this. The lowest reactions, no, I don't want it. You ever saw a 1-year-old? Chevy hasn't said that yet. Everything I offer her to eat, she wants, which is a little problematic. Okay, but how do babies go? Some of us reject God. We don't even want to hear if there's something good. This is just not for me. I don't even want it. Like we said yesterday, we take the envelope of the key to happiness and we throw it into a garbage, right? Now there's number 4. What is number 4? Your mom says, if you don't take this medicine, I'm going to punish you. Do lots of people serve God out of fear? Yes. Now, even though you're ultimately doing what you're supposed to be doing in this world, right? It's a very low level. You know why? Because if you're only serving God out of fear, what's going to happen when you don't have the vision of the fear in front of your face anymore? It's my party. You understand? This is what teenagers do. You behave nicely in your house, but when I'm out, it's party time. I do whatever I want. Number 2, you know what? It's also a problem. There's no actual punishment in this world. Everything is later in the world to come. So I'd rather just party and have fun here because it's not an actuality. It's not a reality for me that I'm going to get, punishment for not doing the right things. That's number 4. Then there's number 3. Your mom says, if you take the medicine, I'm going to give you candy. Do lots of us serve God out of reward? Yes. Even though it's a higher level, it's still not the best. Why? Because again, we have the same issue. Reward for Torah is not in this world. It's only in the world to come. And therefore, if I'm only going to get rewarded for mitzvot in the world to come, I'd rather just party in this world and have instant pleasure. Are there many times that you give up of real pleasure for instant pleasure? Yes, it's called breaking your diet. You understand? Do you break it usually? Yes, we do, because a chocolate is much more than, 1 pound I'm going to lose in 5 months, right? Now, there's level number 2. What is level number 2? Why do you take the medicine? Because you know it is good for you. Hopefully, some of us have gotten to this level that we understand that Torah is true, is good for me. Now, it might be taste ugly, it might be that Torah is hard, but I know it is good for me, and therefore I'm willing to sacrifice. Yes? Now, what is the highest level? Because this is a real deal. Let's say your mom is offering you medicine or whatever it is. What would be the drive that will push you to take it just because? And this is the highest level of a relationship you could ever get to. What would push you to take it? Think about the highest drive.
You know it doesn't taste good, you don't want to take it, but you know it's good.
It's good for you, that's number 2. What's number 1? Why do you take it?
Because your mom said so.
Because your mom said so, and give me one more thing. Because you love your mom. Yeah? Do you do things for your mom just because you love her? Yes? Hopefully. If not, you don't love your parents, and that's horrible. Okay? Love. Doesn't love means I want to do for you just because I love you? No. Yes.
Ahava means to give it.
Yes, but when you love someone, okay? Don't give me the lessons they taught you in Neve. Real love. How do you know when you love someone? You know how you know? Tell me if I'm wrong. What makes you happiest is to make them happy. This is how you know you love someone. Your happiness comes from making them happy. You want to make them happy. You just want to give to them. Let's say your best friend wants something from you and you don't get it. Will you still do it for her just because you want to make her happy? Yes. Right? Your husband, let's say he likes banana with peanut butter, which all of you American people like. I don't know why. And I think it is disgusting. But my husband likes it, which my husband hates banana and hates peanut butter. Okay? Will I make it for him just because he likes it? Yes. Listen to my next question. Do I have to understand why you love in order to do it for you? No, because what is love? Love is, I want to make you happy. When you love someone, again, this is very important, what makes you the happiest is that you can make them happy. This is the greatest drive in a loving relationship. I just do it because I love you. Just tell me what you want. I just want to do it because I love you. You understand? This is the way it works. Because let me give you one important definition of love. Right? Listen to it. There are many definitions of love, but this is one of the definitions of love. Love is, quote, what matters to you matters to me. Because it matters to me? No, because it matters to you. You hear that? I didn't make that voice in like funny ways. Love is what matters to you matters to me. Because it matters to me? No, because it matters to you. When I was dating my husband has a very long beard. Now he trims it, but he never even used to touch it. Like, for real, the Shadchanit was like, I have an amazing guy for you, but there's a problem. I'm like, what? He's Ashkenazi. I'm like, I'm never marrying Ashkenazi in my life. They're like, no, he's so good. He's in university. I'm like, he's not even from. Oh my God, he's in university. He's very from. Right? Then she wants to tell me how from he is. She's like, no, he's so from. He has a beard. There's no way in my life I'm marrying someone with a beard. Like, I don't mind if my husband is 60 years old and he has like a white long beard and then I'm married to like the Rebbe, but when you're young, I don't like beards. By the way, religious men are very attached to their beards. Don't ask me why. The beard is a flow of mercy, right? Zaken is the same word as old. It represents sekana chokhmah. This one has wisdom. In the Hasidic world and in the Kabbalist world, people don't even trim their beard. They don't touch it. This is why everyone has nice beards, because once you shave it, it doesn't look so nice when it grows. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like beards. I never understood this. Not that I want to shame people in public, but like when regular people eat, it goes to your mouth. When people with beards eat, it goes to your beard. How does this happen? I don't even understand. Isha is going to kill me because I said this. But when we got engaged, we went to Panama, and it was Pesach, okay? So, you have to eat the whole matzah in 7 minutes. Really, it should be in 4 minutes. This is how you should eat it. And matzah has lots of crumbs. So we're sitting, and you're sitting to our left. So Yeshua was here, so I'm obviously not looking at him. He's eating. Suddenly, I turn around, Santa Claus. The whole thing was full of matzah. I'm like, I don't think we could get married. There's no way I could get married. I used to cry to him, like, please, could you cut this beard? And he would go to his rabbi, and his rabbi would be like, but your beard is so beautiful. I'm like, you people have no idea of aesthetics. Like, this doesn't work out, okay? Now, to make the story short, he never cut his beard. I still married him. Okay. Now, after all of these years.
And he's Ashkenazi.
And he's Ashkenazi. Oh my God. I'm gonna tell you, God has really good sense of humor. If you ever want to get married to a certain type, daven for exactly the opposite. Okay? Learn from my mistakes. Daven from the opposite of what you want. Because God will give you. Never make kugel, don't make a filter fish. My husband used to be allergic to fish before we got married. So I felt like constricted. What am I gonna cook? You don't eat fish? So I told him, you're gonna taste fish. If you don't die, you're not allergic. If you die, we'll take it out of the menu. So I make him salmon. And what happened? This was the second week we were married. I made him salmon, and what happened? He's alive. So I said, from now on, you're eating fish because you didn't die. My husband is like, I'm allergic. Now he eats fish all of the time. I mean, depends. Salmon he likes. And then he says to me every single week, when are you making me get filthy fish? I said, look, till you marry me, you were allergic to fish. That's because of the Ashkenazi fish. You understand? Once you marry me, your allergy stopped. You should be grateful forever. I am never giving you gefilte fish. Look, I already married not only an Ashkenazi, he has a strimel. You understand? Step to the heart. If I make gefilte fish, I will be the mock of the entire Sephardi world. You understand? So there's no way. And for all of you people looking out there, we bring into the world baseless love. I am a Sephardi, pure blood, not like Hermione here. Pure blood, Sephardi, Syrian, that married an Ashkenazi that follows the Vilna Gaon and dresses Hasidish. You don't have this in the entire world. It doesn't exist. There's no one that follows the Vilna Gaon and dresses Hasidish. And married Sephardi. So we bring Shalom Bayit. Okay, the point, not that we have Shalom Bayit, but we bring Shalom Bayit. Okay, but what is the point? This is the point. So, I don't know, he was very attached to his beard. Question, would I make my husband now cut his beard? Yes or no? No. Why no? Why no? Because he loves his beard. Now, I'm not joking. If Mashiach comes to him in a dream and tells him you have to cut your beard, I love Mashiach. You understand? But I wouldn't make him cut his beard. Why? Because even though I would be so happy because he has no beard, he would be so sad. And my happiness would be diminished. I wouldn't really be happy. Because what's causing me to be happy is to hurt someone that I love. Doesn't make sense. You understand? Because what is love? What matters to you matters to me. Because it matters to me? No, because it matters to you. I love my bed made perfectly. Okay? Stretched. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, so I train my husband. I am starting a school for all of you married women when you're going to get married. I saw this Disney movie called How to Train Your Dragon. I realized that if dragons could be trained, husbands could be trained too, okay? So I am opening a school, How to Train Your Husband, Bli Ain Hara. My husband does dishes, beds, floors, and people tell me, oh, that's because you didn't marry a Moroccan guy. I married someone from Brazil. He never ever picked up even his plate. So it is doable. You send me a husband, I am Hamefaked. My husband calls me the KGB, okay? I'm good, okay? But what is the point? This is the point. So usually my husband makes the bed. Now I'm making it for the last 3 months, but I told my husband to make the bed, right? Because it was very heavy to move the beds, whatever, and to like lift up the thing. Okay, Saturday morning, I wake up. What do you do on Shabbat? You go back to sleep, no? I wake up from my nap on Saturday night. I go to the gym. I come back. Is my bed made? No. Yes, 100%. You know why my bed is made? Because my husband knows I like my bed made. Not only is it made, stretched. Because I like it. Does he think I'm cuckoo? Yes. You know what my husband thinks? Beds should never be made because you're going to go on them again. Is this what most people think? Disgusting, okay? Beds should be made. It changes your whole environment of your day. But my husband makes it. Why does he make it? Because I like it. By the way, when I go away, my husband doesn't make the bed even one day. But when I come back, the bed is made. Why? Because I want it. Because what is love? What matters to you matters to me. You know how we say this in Hebrew? Get ready. You know how we say this in Hebrew? Naaseh v'nishma. God, I don't need to know why you love what you love. I don't need to know what you want. I love you. Just tell me what you want, what you really want. I want to make it for you. My love for you and my doing what your will is not depending on my understanding it. Because love is what matters to you, matters to me. You like this mitzvah? Why? I don't know why. Do I understand half of the reasons of the mitzvot? No, but Judaism, it's a love relationship. It's not a boss and a worker. A worker maybe wants to understand the boss, because if not, he cannot do the job well. But in love, you never need to understand. In love, you just do it because it makes the other person happy. That's naseh v'nishma. Wait, I am committing to do, even if I don't understand, not because I don't want to understand, but because I love you, God. And my doing shouldn't depend on my understanding, because doing, it's expressing love. This is how you express you love someone else, when you want to do for them. So now, if love is what matters to you matters to me, I don't need to understand it, then why do I want to understand? That wouldn't make sense. Why do I want to understand? Because now listen to this. This is even greater. We said love is directly proportional to knowledge, right? The more you know, the more you love. God, I love you so much, I want to do for you. But please, let me know what you like so that I could do it even more. You know what Naaseh does? Naaseh does that you have a relationship. Nishma, understanding, makes it that you'll be inspired and happy in your relationship. You know how many relationships are just routine? Everyone wakes up every day. Judaism, it's a very routine thing. Every single day, you're supposed to pray, you're supposed to eat, you're supposed to act. How do you keep yourself excited? How do you keep yourself happy? By understanding. The more that I learn, the more that I'm able to do the Torah in a happy way. Because now I am just inspired. Not only am I able to do the Torah in a happy way, when you love someone, you want to understand everything that goes in the brain. Because the more you understand them, the more that it makes you fall in love with them. Wait, this is why you like this? This is what moved you to do this? And you just feel like you're taking out layers and layers and layers from this person. And the more you know, the more there's intimacy. And the more there's intimacy, the more we're one. And that's what love is. The definition of love is one. But one means there's nothing that separates us. We're one. We're together, right? What does this mean? And I have to tell you, every year, I used to teach whatever topic I wanted. So every year, this is what my rabbi told me, always teach different topics. This is how you're going to learn a lot. Worked very well for me. I have lots of topics I teach, and many people don't teach all of these topics. So one year, I used to make like series of like full year series. One year I decided I want to make a series on Tamei Mitzvot, which literally is translated as the flavor of the mitzvah. You know why it's translated as the flavor of the mitzvah? Because when you eat, are you just eating because you need to eat? Yes. But if you eat something flavorsome, doesn't it make you eat so much more happy? Yes. The flavor of the mitzvah. I'm anyways religious, okay? Not perfect, but try. I try to keep the best I can the mitzvot. But I wanted to make this series to like learn why we do what we do, so I could do it even happier. By the way, I'm already religious. I already keep, to most of my ability, this mitzvot. I'm not joking. As my husband, I would come home, sit with like 7 books around me, studying about every single mitzvah. I was like a kid that was hitting the piñata. Every time I read something, I was like telling my husband, you saw this? You saw this? You saw this? Like literally, I was like falling in love over and over and over again with God. I was just like, God, you did this. You thought of this. This is so nice. I love you, God. Let me give you a few examples, right? How did I become from one time? I went to a religious wedding. If you've never gone to a religious wedding, this is something, long time ago, 12 years ago. If you've never gone to a religious wedding, this is something you have to do, okay? I went to a religious wedding, and first of all, I have to tell you, I saw the husband and wife holding hands for the first time. You know how you have these movies where there's like the Four Fantastic and there's like a force field? Okay, I literally saw this. There was like a force field. Like, you know how they like played it in slow motion, but it wasn't slow motion. It was like, poof! You know, like, this is how I saw it. I saw this wedding. I'm like, this is how I'm getting married. I'm not joking. It was a Thursday night. Saturday night, I was hanging out with my guy friends because I never had girlfriends because I don't get along with girls so much. Okay, to be honest. Now I do, because
What's your birthday?
who I'm supposed to get along with.
Are you serious?
I have no friends, to be honest. If you want to be my friends, let me know. Okay. I don't like empty conversations. You know what I'm saying? So the girls I used to know, it's a little empty. I don't like talking about clothing all day. This is not like my type of conversation. No, but whatever. The point is I went out with my guy friends. Thursday, I went to a wedding Thursday. Saturday, I went out with my guy friends. You know, in Panama, you kiss before, goodbye, everything. I'm like, this is the last time we kissed. Not like kiss. I'm not like kiss. I'm like, I'm not touching you ever again because I'm getting married like this. I was 18 years old, okay? It's like, this is it. I am getting married like this. Can I tell you? You really feel this force field. Like, for real. Even if you're touching your boyfriend, stop touching 3 weeks before you get married. The more you stop touching before, the more force field. But I went to his religious wedding, and I was shocked. Not only because of this is why I was shocked. I don't want to be negative, but have you ever gone to a secular wedding? The whole wedding is for the guest. What the guests are going to say, what they're going to eat, what they're going to do. I've gone to weddings that no one even noticed the bride. Have you ever gone to a religious wedding? It's the funniest thing in the world. You're eating. The bride comes to dance. You stop eating. You go dance with her. She goes to a bathroom. You ever seen this? All of the girls go to a bathroom. Like they follow her. You can't party without the bride. Like everything is around the bride. And there's a very big mitzvah in a Jewish wedding to make the bride and the groom happy. So I remember going to his wedding. It was a Neve wedding. And there was all of the rabbis of Neve, right? Now, for a religious girl, the rabbis are like the president, okay? This is like the biggest people in the world. Their rabbis were like doing pirouettes, dancing funny stuff. And I'm like looking at them like, you look so funny. But why were they doing this? Because they have a mitzvah to make the bride and the groom happy. I stopped for a moment and I said, imagine if President Bush, it was President Bush at that time, was in your wedding. You know what? You don't have a wedding anymore. No one would even look at you. And these people that are our presidents are letting go of their honor because they have a mitzvah to make you happy. I was just like, wow. I remember I went out and I said, God, you really thought about this? That the happiest day of your life should really be the happiest? It's all about you. No one cares about anything else. I mean, if you invite me to a David Sital wedding, I'm going because there's good food. But like, it's all about the bride. You understand this? Literally, it all goes around them. I was so in shock. Let me give you another example, right? There is a mitzvah in the Torah. You cannot plow, yes, with a bull and a donkey together. You're plowing the land, you cannot plow with them together. Now, this mitzvah in the Torah, it's called a chok. A chok means it's a mitzvah for which, listen to this, I'm going to teach this to you later anyways, but it's a mitzvah for which we lack understanding of the essence of the mitzvah. But not because you don't understand the essence, it means you cannot understand some collateral points, okay? Now, the essence I don't know, but let me tell you what collateral reasons our rabbis tell us, okay? Prepare to be like, oh, okay, prepare. Why can you plow with a bull and a donkey together? Because the bull is much stronger than the donkey. So the donkey is not going to be able to keep up. He might develop a low self-esteem. So you cannot put them to work together. But not only this, listen to this one. The bull, it's a kosher animal. You know what kosher animals do? They chew their cud. It means they're like Chevy. They eat, throw up, eat again. Eat, throw up, eat again. They do it once over and over again. One of the reasons why this is a quality of a kosher animal is because it teaches you to be satisfied with what you have. You don't always want more. Look at what you have. Eat it again, right? Now what's going to happen? The donkey is going to look at the bull, and what is the bull doing all day? Chewing. What is the donkey going to think? They fed him more than me, so you cannot work with them together. I was like, really, God? You thought about the feelings of the donkey? He doesn't even have feelings. I saw this. I was like, I really love you, God. Like,
Donkey and cow?
Donkey and bull. I was just like, you're just so amazing. By the way, did I already keep this mitzvah? No, because I am not an agriculturist. But the point is, right? Does that make you fall in love with God? The more, I'm telling you, every time I learn about a mitzvah, I was like hitting the piñata. I was just like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever learned in my life. And you know what it does? I'm not just doing the mitzvah. I'm so inspired. I'm so happy. It keeps it that it won't be a routine, because when love becomes a routine, it fades. When you're not growing, you're losing. Someone told me one time, I don't like Judaism. So I said, why? She says, because you could never fully have a relationship with God. You cannot get to a point of like, you're fully together. You know what I'm saying? And I said, that's exactly what is amazing. Could you imagine being with your husband and this is the most you could love each other? That's horrible. When you're not growing, you're going down. The beauty of it is you can always love more. You can always know more. But now let me tell you another thing that is beautiful about getting to know God. Listen to it. I love chocolate, in case you haven't noticed, okay? For all of the people in your houses, I do not eat chocolate every day. The point is, till last year, I used to work every single day. I'm not joking, by the way, from 9 a.m. till 9:30 p.m. Every single day, I taught 7 to 10 classes. This year, I'm not because I'm with Chevy. But like, I used to get home every single day at 9:30. People call me the Energizer Bunny. You ever heard the Energizer Bunny? I never stop. I'm always doing something. My husband goes crazy. Like, for you to understand this, we went to our honeymoon. We were in Boston. I'm like, what are we doing here? We're touring the city. Wait, you brought me to tour? You think I could just walk here for 3 hours and not do something? Like, I need to do something every second of my day. The only break I used to take every week was on Friday. I usually wake up early. I teach Zumba. When I come back from Zumba, I eat a chocolate. This is the one chocolate I eat every week because I am on an eternal diet. which never works, but it's eternal. The point is,
What brand chocolate do you like the best?
wait, I'm coming. So I used to eat one chocolate a week on Friday right after Zumba because I already burned it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you like chocolate and you've never done this, you are not getting the full experience. The best way to eat chocolate is you dip it on a hot coffee, hot chocolate, and you sip the chocolate. Gan Eden. Why do you even need diamonds? Like chocolate is that much cheaper. So now, my husband, Baruch Hashem, until I told him I need to do a diet, used to get me a chocolate every single Friday. So now, my house is not my house. I rent. So if anyone wants to give me a free house, I'll take it. Thank you. Okay, but my house is built very funny. So the bathroom is in front of the oven. Why? I don't know. So you know when you wake up and you're like zombie, and then you go to a toilet, and then you like open your eyes. So I open the door of the bathroom. What's on top of the oven? A chocolate is waiting for me, right? My husband used to get me a chocolate every single Friday. So now, listen to it. If you're a real woman, you know that if you're going to eat a chocolate, it has to be a good chocolate. Yes? Why? Because if it's not good, you're going to eat it anyways, but have all the calories. You understand? Like, at least you should cheat on a right chocolate. Ariela, you're not laughing. You don't like chocolate? Are you a woman? Fine, you're a thin woman. Okay, moving on. I'm joking. Even thin women like chocolate. You don't like chocolate? Okay, she's just too sweet. Okay, but the point is, so now, my husband used to get me the chocolate I didn't like. I liked it, but not too much. So now, my husband would ask me every single week, do you have a new chocolate? Because also, you know, as a woman, your favorite chocolate changes every month, like your hormones, okay? So every month I like a different chocolate. So my husband wants to know if I like it with milk, without sugar, because then I was doing a milk-free diet, a sugar-free diet. I would still eat chocolate just without milk and without sugar, right? Why did he want to get me my favorite chocolate? Why? Would I still be happy if I'm eating my chocolate with my coffee on Friday? Yes. But my smile when I'm eating my favorite chocolate, priceless. You understand? He doesn't just want to make me happy. He wants to make me very happy. But I can't do that unless I know your favorite chocolate. You understand that? That's nishma. God, I'm so happy I'm able to make you happy, but please, tell me everything. I don't just want to give you flowers. I want to give you your favorite flowers in your favorite color, right? On a perfect bouquet with ribbons, just exactly as you liked it. Because all of that will increase your happiness. And love is, I want to make you happy. And therefore, part number one, and I take your questions and we continue. What's Nasa Nishma? Yo, tell me what you want. What you really, really want. I want to make you happy, God. I love you. Just tell me what makes you happy. I don't need to understand why it makes you happy, but I want to. Because the more that I understand you, the more happy I can make you. The more that I understand you, the more I fall in love with you. It's like, oh my God, you really think, by the way, this is specifically by God. Because to understand a human being, sometimes it's not so nice. Because they might have some dark thoughts, you know, like Darth Vader. Okay? But like God, he's just pure goodness. I want to understand. Wait, you made this mitzvah so the donkey wouldn't get his feelings offensed? Like, God, you're amazing. You understand? That's part one. Yes?
Well, seven's birth, we don't understand. Seven's birth, we don't understand why we do that.
That's true. That's the hukim. So I said, you don't understand the essence. You could still understand many side points to the mitzvah. But I'm going to talk about this later. You understand? Later, I mean like in a month because I'm going away. But at the end of the day, right? What's the ultimate relationship? Even though I do understand why I'm doing what I understand, really what should make me the happiest is that I'm doing it because I love you. You understand what I'm saying? Let's say I'm checking letters for bugs. Does anyone like checking letters for bugs? No. Yes? Do you like this? Okay, you don't want to eat the bugs. But now, why do I check it? If I have in mind that I'm checking it because God, the love of my life, wants me to do it, I'm going to check that letters with so much happiness. You understand? Does that happen to you? Yes. Let's say you're like planning the proposal. Hopefully, someone will plan proposal for you, okay? Are you working hard like crazy? Yes. Are you doing it with so much happiness? And it's not bothering you one bit that you're working so hard? Yes. Why? Because you're thinking of the person you love. This we see from Yaakov, right? He worked 7 years for Raquel. It was one day because he loved her so much. Like, wait, after these 7 years, I'm marrying Raquel. Hello, I'm coming, my friend. You understand? So really, the ultimate drive of doing a mitzvah is, I love you. You understand? But obviously, so now when I do the mitzvah, I just do it because I love you. But all of the understanding makes me that when I get to a point, I'm just at the highest I could be. You understand? Yes. Yes.
You said the more I understand you, the more I fall in love with you. Is that only with God, or like is that with like?
That's with everyone. The more you know, the more you love.
What if?
Unless they're horrible people. Yes, but I did say, even with horrible people, whatever you want, everything has a good source. At the end of the day, the more you know, the more you love, really means knowing someone's essence. Everyone's essence is good. You understand? But obviously, we're talking about someone that you do want to have a relationship with. The more you know them, the more you love. Let's talk about marriage. When are people supposed to be more in love? The first year they get married or 50 years after? 50 years after. Why are they only the first year they married? Because they're selfish. They're not looking into a goodness in other people. They're looking to what the other person gives to me. You understand? But that ratio is like that. That's why we said with God, right? Be'ahavta. How do you get to love God? Look at all of the goodness that He does. Look at, by the way, even with a horrible person, if you look at what they do good, you have to choose to focus. Because I said, other definition of love, I said this last time, is to focus on someone's virtues and identify them with those virtues. Some parents have horrible children, but they love them. Why? Because they see the good in the children. It doesn't mean the children are not horrible. I'm looking at the goodness in the children. Yes? Yes. More? Yes.
How do we get to loving?
We taught this in the group. You go outside and you look at the world. Yes? Montreal teacher. The more you look at the world and you pay attention to every detail, the more you fall in love with God. Like if I give you a gift, but you don't know I gave it to you, you're not going to love me. Yeah? We taught this last week. I taught this to your group. Go to part 1, 2, 3, where I spoke about purpose of life. Yes? Great. Now moving on. Anyone else has a question on this? We're done.